Hello, welcome to our meditation. I'm so glad that you are joining me whenever it is that you have the moment to tune in. I am such a believer in meditation, and here it is, the week of Thanksgiving in the United States, and this is a different Thanksgiving than I've ever experienced, and probably most of us as well. And so, a Thanksgiving that is, under a right now kind of partial quarantine order, not being able to see family that we might like to see, or feeling concerned about seeing the ones that we're going to see, however it is. So let's just take a deep breath and know that while this whole situation may be bigger than us, it is not bigger than God. And when we let go of thinking that we need to be in control, of thinking that we are responsible for things that we are not responsible for, we can find peace. And so I invite you to just take another deep breath and make the conscious decision to let go. Let's relax our bodies. Just feel your whole body just letting go. Feel your feet let go. Just imagine all the muscles in your feet going to a neutral position. Your ankles, your calves and shins, your knees. We know that there is one presence and one power in the universe, and it is God. Whatever your name for God is, universal life force, the one presence, the one power. There are so many names for God, and I have an acquaintance who calls God Gus, which is short for Guy Upstairs, which is really interesting because my dog's name is Gus, and if you've been following my meditations for any period of time, you will know that Gus shows up in every meditation. I don't take the camera off the tripod so you can see him, but you can definitely hear him. So he's asleep upstairs now, so we'll see how long that lasts. And so we've relaxed our feet and ankles and legs, knees, upper legs. Just picture your legs just letting go, like any stress or tension, any energy that you don't need in your legs, just let it go. Picture all of your muscles going to a neutral position. And then feel that energy spreading up through your tailbone. Feel your pelvis. Let go all of the muscles, internal organs, everything in your pelvis, in your midsection, into your chest, your heart space. Feel your hands and wrists and lower arms, elbows, upper arms, let go. I know normally I spend a lot more time relaxing the body, but my guidance today, it caught me. Sometimes I record these in the evening so that they are definitely ready to go on Tuesday mornings at 11:30, which is when I officially post them. But anyway, just let go and feel your body release. Feel your hands, wrists, lower arms, elbows, upper arms, let go. Know that you can find peace. You can let go. You don't have to be, sipping iced tea on the beach to be able to let go, or, wherever your favorite spot is, that when you're sitting there, you let go. You don't have to be there to let go. You can let go and be at peace in the midst of a pandemic. And let me acknowledge that everyone is feeling stressed. None of us, probably very few of us, are on our best behavior right now, because when we feel stress, we revert back to kind of our survival behavior, and our survival behavior is often not pretty. So give yourself a break. Give those around you the benefit of the doubt, and know that all is well. God has got this. This is in divine order. You know, we are all familiar with the pandemic that happened 102 years ago in 1918, the Spanish flu. And I haven't heard anybody say, God wasn't there then. God left the planet during that pandemic and then came back when it was all done. No. God is in the midst of it. This universal life force is flowing in, through, and as you, as me, as all of us. So feel that relaxation moving through your arms, through your chest, and into your shoulders. Feel your shoulders drop down a little, your neck get a little longer. Feel it go into your head, all the way through your head, your face. Allow your face to just go to a neutral position. Let go of all your expressions. And let yourself just be just neutral. I remember when I was taking my childbirth classes, and the instructor was talking to us about relaxing, and she used to say, you want to get a dumb expression on your face. And there's something about being expressionless that feels kind of disconnected. So have a dumb expression on your face. Just let your face let go completely. And now your whole body is relaxed and all is well. And now we can really settle into allowing the wisdom of the infinite to speak through me to you in whatever way we both need to hear it. And so what is happening on the outside is not an indication of whether or not all is well. We know that all is well because we're here, because we are expressions of the divine. So we are infinite spirit. We were, fully present in the oneness as spirits before we came into these human lives. And now we are having these human lives that occupy most of our attention. It's in front of us, and it's by necessity also, because, we have to eat throughout the day, we have to sleep, we need to get exercise. So there are things that that are part of our humanness that require our attention. So it is not superior to be focused on the spiritual all the time, because we came here to have a human experience. Each one of us came here to have a different human experience. And that's good. It's wonderful, because if we all came to have the same human experience, we'd be robots. There wouldn't be any variety, there wouldn't be anything interesting, intriguing. So let's focus in on right before we came into these human bodies and these human lives, and know that as we were present, fully present in the oneness, bravely choosing to have these human experiences, we had certain things in mind. Things don't happen by accident. So, that things happen that are unplanned. And, when I look back on my life, I would say much more of my life was unplanned than planned. And maybe that means I'm not a very good planner, but I really am a believer now in this stage of my life that to go with the flow, to trust that the infinite universe is flowing in, through, and as me, has brought the biggest rewards, the biggest joys. So many wonderful things have happened that I didn't plan. And so maybe my infinite self planned a lot of this before I came in, and that's okay, because I trust the universe. I trust the God of my being, the God of your being. I really believe that there is a conspiracy, and the conspiracy is that everything is conspiring for our highest good. And how do we become part of that conspiracy? By letting go. Take a deep breath and let go. One of the most important things that I am learning, because I don't know that anyone ever fully learns this throughout their lives. You get moments where it gets very clear, and that is acceptance. And so I can accept my life as it is in any given moment until, the water heater breaks or I get a flat tire, and then I'm not in acceptance anymore. And so this is a big dose of acceptance for all of us on this planet right now, accepting that we are in the midst of a global pandemic. And while the death rates are not terribly high, if you look at the actual numbers, it is, it breaks our hearts to think of someone, dying of COVID-19. And so let us let go of our concerns. Let us let go of feeling like we need to do more. I suggest that if it is yours to do, it will become clear to you, and it won't leave you alone until you do it. And some of this comes about through talking to your spirit guides, guardian angels, or talking to the divine, talking to God, whatever you pray to. If you just pray to kind of just a sense of an infinite force, a life force, asking that life force, make it clear to me, help me accept what is, and if there is something that is mine to do, make it clear to me. At the same time, I suggest that you become a force of good and acceptance, which means if you have relatives who are getting together for Thanksgiving, that you accept it and you pray for them and you come to it from a place of love and say, I love them, and my concern is that, something might happen. They might spread, or they might contract the disease or spread it among themselves, but there is a bigger force here, and that is God. It is, universal life force. God is present in the midst of every gathering. God is present right here, right now. So breathe in and know that you are one with the infinite, and your every step is in alignment with God. We tend to question ourselves constantly. We are taught to question ourselves, and I suggest that you stop questioning yourself and accept that wherever you are in your life right now is the ideal place for you to be. And if you want to move to a different place, you can, and you will. And as you allow the energy, the power of the infinite to move in, through, and as you, each step becomes clearer. Each choice becomes clearer. And you may have heard the advice, if you don't know what to do, don't do anything. And come from a place of love. So you are being guided in every moment. I know you are. I know that you are whole and perfect exactly as you are. You're not in charge. So however this pandemic, moves through your family, your friends, your community, you're not in charge of that. You can't control it. You can't cure it, and you didn't cause it. So allow yourself to be at peace. It's bigger than you, but it is not bigger than God. And when you sit back and remember that your truest essence is God, that who you are is God expressing, and your human personality and your human body are just vessels for the infinite to express here on earth. So we get to experience God through you and through each person, whether we love them, like them, don't like them, whatever. We still get to experience God, and finding God is a matter of looking. So when you're standing behind someone in line or behind someone in traffic, know that that's God in front of you. And all is well. You don't have to change it. You don't have to make the person in front of you turn off their blinker. You don't have to, be concerned about anyone else's behavior. You can accept that everybody is truly doing their best, and sometimes it doesn't feel like it, sometimes it doesn't look like it. But also know that there are times when you've been doing your best and it probably didn't feel like it and it didn't look like it to others. So just know that everything absolutely is unfolding exactly as you need it to, and you have everything you need inside of you. The infinite presence, God, the one presence and the one power, is expressing here on earth as you, and you know what to do, and you will be given the sense of what is yours to do next. So I suggest that you, throughout the day, take a deep breath. Remember that God's got this. This is universal life force expressing, and we don't get to choose how. We don't get to choose everything that's outside of our own thoughts, words, and actions. We don't get to choose it, and why would we want to? Take a deep breath and know that you are God expressing. You are whole and perfect exactly as you are. A beautiful, beautiful being, one with the infinite. And I'm so grateful that you shared this time with me. I open my heart, and I just send you love and blessings. If you're in the United States, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving this week. I wish you health and all of these things. Most of all, I wish you peace and acceptance that all is well, and you've got this. You and God together, you've got this, and you're doing great. I'm proud of you. Take a nice deep breath and know that you are whole and perfect exactly as you are. Namaste.